Thank Interesting. Oh, there we go. Hi, chat. Welcome in, everyone. Hi there, Kip. Welcome in, JK. Happy to see you, Will. Hi there, Nan Reader. Welcome. Ooh. I am not doing well tonight. I'm sorry to say. Went out shopping and loading my truck up from shopping. You just get one of those tweaks in the back, and I'm just hoping that I'm not going to have to spend some time in bed above and beyond desired. So I'm taking things very gingerly on my back tonight. But otherwise, I'm in a pretty good mood. I hope all of you are having an amazing day. How we doing here on our board placement? Oh, we're way out. So yeah. We're going to finish up Dijon mustard today. And then we're going to use that for salmon, asparagus, taters. It's just going to be mustardy tonight. Well, I started this batch off. I added 4 jars of mustard seed. And then I soaked that. I've been soaking it for 2 days now. I cooked some vinegar and water with onion and garlic to infuse it. Strained the onion and garlic back out of it. And then added wine. And that's all been hanging out together in the fridge for 2 days. And today we blend. Oops. Didn't start the timer. The really annoying things about back tweaks, at least in my experience, is the only really way out of them is just work your way through them. Hi, Suki. Thank you. Appreciate that, Suki. Alerts. Overlays. Let's see here. Events. Bits and sharing. Okay. Well, that was completely wrong, but thank you so much, Suki. That should now properly work. Thank you. For some reason, I had my bits set between 1 and 99. Was I maybe going to change alerts up for different amounts? I don't know. I don't really remember. But that was the issue. One too many there. Well, the overlay should be back to working with that once again. With the hair down, too. And yeah, I know you hang out around here. It's appreciated. I love my lurkers. I'm unsure if Twitch has decided to celebrate my streamiversary for 2 days. It's actually supposed to be tomorrow. It's what it's set in Twitch's settings is for tomorrow. But hey, thank you. Let's see here. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you've all had a great weekend. Cheers. Okay, no rushing. We're relaxing. What are we doing here? What do we got? I think we're going to start with our mustard. If I can get back up from that. We have our mustard seeds that have been soaking now. In the wine vinegar. Traditionally, you use white wine vinegar and a French white wine. I went with an American wine, Oregon, Washington, not California though, but wonderfully acidic and full of minerals, white wine, and apple cider vinegar for my soak on these. Now I'm questioning, what do I want to... Do I just want to go straight into the blender, or do... Sort of wishing that I had a nice narrow Bain Marie for this. Which I don't. But I don't have often uses for Bain Marie. I think we're just going to stick blend it right there. Oh, hey. How convenient of the stick blending package to include a convenient container for blending in. I'm guessing not many kitchens out there have to unplug a camera in order to use the stick blender. So there we have still some liquid in there, but largely soaked up by those seeds. This is smelling great. Like, this smells amazing. And you know how often I sit here and say it smells amazing in here? It Hi, Noma. Thank you. Let's see how long this camera can last without a plug. I don't think it does at all. What? How did you get all the way over there? What is going on here? Well, I guess that ain't working. Something got switched around there. Not sure what's up with that. Well, this is the first time I've tried making my own Dijon mustard. And already I'm somewhat happy that I have. I haven't done all the price checking to see if this has been a ridiculous expense or not. Now we just go with the stick blender. The traditional way and the proper way to do this is in a mortar and pestle or in a proper stone grinder. I'm already sweating. So, blend, away we go. Thank you, Cog. Welcome in. I've just got things muted while I'm blending away my first batch of homemade Dijon mustard, which is amazingly, like, if anyone, those watching from the beginning, like, that was pretty much all dark brown mustard, and we're starting to get pretty light and yellow color. And it is getting really thick. It's getting thick enough that I think I need to add something to thin it out a bit. At the very least, I think we're going to add a little water. Maybe a quarter cup there. And back to the blending. It is now starting to spin and blend on its own. So that's good. I'm not having to constantly force through it anymore. It's so thick. Like, I'm very glad that I didn't try and put this in a mortar and pestle. This would have been... yeah. Alright, now let's get that potentially cleaned up a little bit. I'll also point out I've made zero plans as to what I'm putting this into. I might just leave it in this container for now. We're going to be using some of it tonight, though. This thing is toasty. Oh, dad joke. I want to blend that even finer. It's almost like straight wasabi on the tongue now. Like it has got some heat there. Yeah, I'm torn on this. I sort of want to give this a blend even further because it's pretty rough. Like there's definitely more to be extracted out of this. I think we're going to live with it for tonight. We're going to live with it for tonight as that and see how it is. And if I'm ecstatic it needs to change, maybe we'll change it. Maybe we'll thin it out a bit. Getting towards the end of season for, well, it's definitely end of season here for asparagus, but even locally available asparagus is... And they're all nice and big boys like this now. I want my asparagus thin. I don't know why I did that, because that is unnecessary right now. I'll keep this. Let's do potatoes next. Hi, camera. So exciting things happening in the Discord recently. I've now got Sprinklebot watching Discord and giving people streaming live tags if they're streaming. Is this how I want? I don't want to cut this like this. I want like thick rounds. What's going on, music? Peter, you okay? Music, you okay? What's going on here? I can hear myself. There we go. Weird. Wonder if that was just between me and music, or... plug the camera back in, maybe that'll make it happy and show up the right scene. I doubt it, but we can hope. No, it's very much unless I am breaking up during this, it's like there's lag between me and the music provider. Really weird. Because it's like straight up, like I'm playing straight off of a website. It's the music stopping. The timer stops. nice. So I got these all nicely sliced up here now. We'll get these covered in water and start boiling them. It'd be nice if I could stand up straight. Low flame on the potatoes, another flame on the other side of the stove here. Oh hey, you need lights on, maybe a fan would be good too. You'll work. So we're making a bechamel, which we're then going to add a whole bunch of mustard to. Water in there. Oops. Splashing. Half and half. heat way down on that. Bit more water. Now that needs to simmer for a while, so we're going to add a bunch more water to compensate for that simmering. So now it's going to be looser than we want it, but we're going to be cooking it down a bit more, so because we want to cook that flour that's in there so it doesn't taste like raw flour. What is up with this music? We're just going to reload that page and see if that improves things at all. Mustard, anyone? I can turn it 90 degrees and it doesn't pour out. Thanks, Julie. We got a bechamel going on the stove there. We also got some sliced potatoes that I am cooking. We're going to be doing salmon with asparagus and potatoes. And I made my own mustard. My own Dijon mustard. Or Dijon style. It's definitely not true Dijon. We're going to use a bunch of that Dijon in that cream sauce for with the salmon and with the so hang out for a while. It's still boiling pretty hard. Oh, you gonna do me like that, huh, guys? Lovely. Was it looking all over the place for someone? It lost my face. This is not the way to properly skin salmon. I'm not much of a fish person either. I've been doing a little bit more, and I wanted something like, we got a pretty heavy 48 hours here. I've got a lot of stuff planned for tomorrow as far as I'm going to be doing a pie, but I'm going to be doing an old-fashioned pie, like old-fashioned cocktail made into a pie. Usually a little bit better at this. I'm struggling with this one. Yeah, just cutting right into it. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, I guess we're going skin on. This is giving me enough of an issue. We're just leaving it on. Did a horrible job deboning it too. Like, it's obvious that they deboned it, but they didn't do it very successfully. How's this for a peel of salmon? That salmon there cost me less than the chicken thighs I'm going to be using tomorrow. Seafood is often very expensive here, and that's an unusual occurrence, and it's mostly to do with me using organic local chicken, not insanely overpriced, but organic local chicken, and that being Costco salmon. You have Costco in Australia? You have some other equivalent? Oh, my back is... Ooh. In fact, I think I'm going to take a couple minute break here, chat, and go take some pain pills, because I don't think this is going to get nicer as the night goes on. Yeah, I'll see all of your lovely faces here in about 5 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the management of this theater takes great pleasure in making this announcement. To each lady attending this theater each week will receive absolutely free a fascinating 12-piece kitchen cutlery set, 1 piece each time. It is really interesting and amazing to know how you can prepare your meals in an appetizing and pleasing manner. There's an old saying, and a true one, that what is pleasing to the eye is bound to be pleasing to the appetite. I'm going to demonstrate this set to you, and I want you to watch it very closely. The first cutter that I'm going to show you, now this first one is known as the Dijon cutter. Wind it through the potato like a corkscrew. When the cutter appears on the opposite side, pull the cutter out. Place the handle in the center and twist it out. This is what they call a French curl. When you fry these, they come out like donuts, nice and brown. Serve them with your steaks or pot roast them. Unwind it, there's 2 curls out of the 1 potato. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, wind a little strip of bacon around the potato and serve them with bacon and eggs. They're delicious. Different colored vegetables, wind them together and you get the 2 colors. Here's a little trick cut. Split the curl halfway through the center. If you're making a shrimp salad and you happen to run short of shrimp, mix these in with the regular shrimp. Upon my word, you couldn't tell the difference until you start to eat them. Now the rest of the potato, you stuff it. We'll call this a little chicken. We'll call this here some hamburger. You might have a little meat that's been laying in the ice box for a few days. Chop the meat up fine, season it highly, stuff it into the center of the potato and bake them with the skins on. When they're done, cut them in 2. Serve them on the half shell, just like that. Serve them in slices when company calls. The more company you have, the thinner you cut the slices. If your mother-in-law calls, give her a beak piece like that. Now the second tool in the set is known as the garnishing knife. Everything you cut with this must come out fancy. Watch this, please. You cut down, you turn the potato, and then you cut through the edge. First one way, and then the other. Sweet potatoes cut like this, drop them into a little batter of pancake flour and fry them. When they're golden brown, sprinkle molasses on them. Serve them with strips of bacon for breakfast while they're delicious. Here's beets, you pickle them, and carrots, you steam or cream them. In making the original French fried potato, cut them in thick slices. Put them one on top of each other. Cross-cut the slices, and you'll never eat a French fry any other way. The potatoes cut like this will not absorb the fat because they're garnished around. Pineapples cut for your pineapple and cheese salad, cut 'em the same way. Here is one, and this is a dandy. Cuts any thickness or any size. Open it for a thick slice, close to the top for a thin slice. Saratoga chips, you can make them for 3 or 4 pennies a pound. Just pull the blade towards you like this. If you want the slices thicker than this, open the blade, there's a thick slice. Shoestrings for your Friday fish dinner, cut 'em down like this. Chop them up for your vegetable soup. What this knife is really intended for is for cutting the cabbage. You know the old-fashioned board, how you rip and tear, sometimes nipping the ends off your fingers? Lay it flat and pull it lightly towards you over the cabbage. The weight of the knife across the cabbage is all that's necessary. Why, ladies, when you get slaw cut as fine as this, you'll certainly appreciate eating it. The crowning feature of the set is the cutter that I'm going to show you now. This is known as the Champeen Vegetable Mincing Knife and Noodle Cutter. Now, when you want to make some real fine noodles at home, you roll the dough out like this. Dip this into a little flour so it doesn't stick to the dough, and as you roll it over the dough, that will cut the noodles in long strips, 10 at a time. Did you ever try to chop up a little nuts for cake? Why, I've seen ladies chop nuts and the nuts land up on the ceiling. Sometimes you chop the ends off your fingers. When you want to chop up a little nuts for cake, cooked meat, clams for chowder, soup greens to throw into your soup, making a little pepper or chicken hash is just a few strokes rolling it up and down. Why, here is without a doubt the meanest thing in the world to cut parsley. Put that in a grinder, you really grind it too fine. This machine, instead of crushing the parsley, cuts it quick, clean, and dry, leaving every bit of the juice and every bit of the flavor. Now, to clean this machine, you press the button. Rinse it out in a little water. When you're through using it, hang it up and let it dry. Here's one here that every lady should have in her home, known as the Parisian scoop. You lay it flat, once to the right, once to the left. When you scoop them out.
Okay, I'm back. No more Parisian scoop. So we got our cream sauce still chilling up here, bubbling away slowly. Looking just about right as far as thickness. Considering that's going to get a bunch of mustard in there. Potatoes, I think I'm going to put on the back burner. Let them stay warm back there. I'm not going to strain them just yet. Small pan needs a rinse out. Oh hey, it'd be nice if maybe chat could see what the heck I'm talking about, huh? So we got our potatoes basically set in the back there. Give them a just warm temp. We got this just staying warm at this point too. That flour is without question cooked through. Ooh, a little heavy in the salt on that. We'll be fine with that though, because that's still gets more added to it. What's up with you, music? You still playing this game? Yeah, why are you doing this? Like, it's the website straight up just, like, pausing. So all of this fish, as I was saying, it's not very well deboned. So let's see if I can't find my fish tweezers. Oh, it's just you back there sizzling. There you go. There you are. Hiding underneath everything. Yeah, there's... Like, they very obviously ran it over a machine that got some of it, but definitely didn't get all of it. I think I'm just gonna do salt and maybe just salt on these. I mean, we've got this loveliness. Hi, Soph. Thank you. Ooh, I wish. Do I have any bottled? No, no bottled either. Wishing I had a little lemon juice right now for with these. We'll go with vinegar instead, I think. And just start preheating our pan over here. Gonna be a little bit of a quicker stream tonight, I guess, but that's good with the way my back is operating right now. What is it with me and just having things get in my way of, like, special events on stream? Like, well, my whole streaming career, really. I mean, yeah. start up right when Mixer is throwing money around. Join up on Mixer and play on Mixer for a year and basically make no progress at all, and watch Mixer get deleted by a tweet. And then here on Twitch. Thank you for joining me, everyone. You're all amazing. Appreciate you all hanging out with me as I complain about the world. Oh, hey, I can check out this. Oh, ooh. Interesting. I can't read what it's saying. Let's see. Not much in the news tonight in the food world either. It's getting too thick. We're gonna add some water to that. This pan is now plenty warm. I can feel the heat just radiating off of it. Oil spread around a bit. How do I want to do this tonight? It's a lot of salmon to do. Oops, wrong way. Down, not up. Down. Low oven. We want you barely on. Okay, oven set to 170. Let's cook some salmon. I was sort of like, I mentioned that last stream, Kip, and I sort of felt like it was already outplayed at that point. But no, it's everyone. We had a German kids show on their public broadcasting, the #2 show in that time period. Kids show, do a meme of it. Yeah, let's do salt on this counter. Whoops, smoky. Cook these odd pieces first. The ones I screwed up. But yeah, I've seen the Phillies. I've seen I've seen a lot of them, despite me really not caring whatsoever about this. It's just what everyone's talking about. And I don't even know if it's real news or fake news that Coldplay is now going to have a non-camera section. Well, the last time I was saying, like, yeah, it's obvious that this was more than that, if only by their reactions. But, you know, if they had not reacted to it, one, it wouldn't have been news. I don't think at all. And two, I was saying, like I keep thinking of there was a late 30s, at least 40s woman at a small college that I went to before I went to the Culinary Institute of America that, you know, was like, oh, come here, let me see ya. You know, sort of like every day and to like everyone. And would be like, well, it wasn't even a kiss cam, was it? Like, it was just them like showing the crowd, I think. Maybe I'm wrong with that. By the way, when I'm saying 35 is 40, I wasn't 35, 40 plus at that time. I was like, you know, straight out of high school at that point. Thank you, Oven, for letting me know that you're at temperature now. all the fish cooks out there are yelling at me, "Skin side down first." I don't know if it was Australia or somewhere they were talking about having to verify your identity using like ID in order to use social media. Maybe that was Australia, but I feel like it was a little bit more. It sounds like yours is a little bit more up in the air. This sounded very much like, set. By the way, thank you, Australia and the EU, for keeping Australian capitalism in check. Yeah, not surprised by that. That's our last piece in the pan. Gonna go ahead and strain the potatoes. Ugh. That's horrible, Kip. Yeah, it's quite sad. that's water up there with the asparagus to steam it. Butter with the potatoes. We'll do some freeze-dried parsley in with them too. Garlic over the asparagus. Heats off almost everything at this point. Oven off, even though it's up to temp. Let's turn the heat back on our cream sauce here. And let's use some of our Dijon. That enough Dijon, chat? How about a little bit more? Oh, oops. Does that look like enough Dijon, chat? Yeah, it's rough, Kip. And, like, I've also noticed a fair percentage of food and drink. Just about, I don't know if I can... I don't know if Kanara has. But I think just about every partnered food and drink person has been swatted that I have seen. Like, get that butter, coat them. Hit these with some salt and pepper too. I think it's more of a... What I think most of it is kids. Without understanding consequences of what they're doing. And what's an easy category that's not X and X game that I play and I'm known playing. Well, I've also had other things like I was in a stream, and I'm like a pretty well-known stream, and you definitely know this streamer. I was in their stream, and they were got talking about some random celebrity or star or something like that. And, you know, just happened to get a Discord message that night or the next morning, something like that, advertising said celebrity. Click on this link for more about this. Either the streamer or someone in that chat as well, or like, it was really shady timing and everything. Like, it was very obviously someone. What was I using for a spoon here? You'll do nicely. You had nothing but flour on you before. And now we got our Dijon, which is the star of tonight's stream. Dijon cream sauce. Oh, ads. Horrible timing. Hey, Michael. Lastly, if only you bring a little more green into this, I'm going to dust a little freeze-dried dill over the top of it. I feel like I need a lemon. Oh, the camera's all knocked out of shape again. Very happy with how this turned out. Actually turned out a bit quicker than I expected it to. But yeah, very happy with my first batch of homemade Dijon mustard too. let's get some photos. Photo time. We still got another half minute or so of ads. Just a little, Michael. You want some? It's pretty thick. Not quite gonna do the blizzard over the head with it because there's some loose stuff in there, but well, that sort of lines up perfectly, Kip, because I want to eat some dinner. I greatly appreciate everyone joining me tonight. I hope you come back and join me tomorrow for what I consider my actual streamiversary instead of today. I'm going to be doing chicken and biscuits. I'm going to do a chicken stew with peppers and all sorts of veggies and make my own biscuits and put that over the top. And then I'm going to make a pie. I'm going to make an old-fashioned cocktail pie. So imagine all the flavors and combos of an old-fashioned, but as a gelatinized pie. It's going to take some time to cool down. Probably won't be finished by the end of stream, but it should be a fun pie. I hope it turns out great. I hope you all think to join me tomorrow. Oh, let's see here. I think we are leaving it right there tonight, folks. Have a great night, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. Wish you the best to a great start to your next week. See you tomorrow night. Good night.